I don't think you guys. I have to be honest, chat, because I saw some Disney stuff. I don't think he's getting cooked like at all.
Wait, put this on the screen. I can see.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm just scared of looking DMs. Hold on, because I just open DMs, and when you open DMs, sometimes it opens up on the main screen as well.
If the Hamas is hiding behind civilians die.
Every time they target a kid, I'm sure they believe it's Hamas. When they killed the 4 kids they believe. Yeah, I know they believed it, even though they were diminutive size. Even though they were diminutive.
That angle, you don't see the size.
No, they saw
you don't see the size.
Let's leave it aside.
Oh, I know what he's quoting here, but you've lied about this particular instance in the past. Those kids weren't just on the beaches, as often stated in articles. Those kids were literally coming out of a previously identified Hamas compound that they have operated from. They literally did.
Mr. Borelli, with all due respect, you're such a fantastic moron. It's terrifying. That wharf was filled with journalists. There were scores of journalists. That was an old fisherman's shack. What are you talking about? It's so painful. It's so painful to listen to this idiocy.
If the Hamas is hiding behind civilians,
no way.
Jeez, what is this guy doing? Dude, I saw 3 clips, and all he does is these ad hominems. I don't get it. Well, it offers nothing to dialogue. It just makes discredits your points.
Terrifying.
What's
What's that?
What's an hominem?
It's ad hominem. It's just an insult. It's just like it's like a no-no. You know, when you do a debate with somebody, right? Normally you debate the point and the arguments, right? But when you attack the person, you lose a lot of credibility. That's just flat out. In any dialogue, when you attack the person, when it's about a topic or an argument, you lose a lot of credibility.
That wharf was filled with journalists. There were scores of journalists. That was an old fisherman's shack.
It's like doing the worm.
What are you talking about? It's so painful. It's so painful to listen to this idiocy.
If the Hamas is
Well, the worm is not really ad hominem. It's an ad hominem bait, actually, which is pretty smart. Because the worm doesn't really do anything. If you attack the worm at that point, you're wrong. So it's a dub for me.
Special intent. Did you read the case?
Yeah.
It is
Mr.
a highly
Borelli,
special intent.
I'm going to ask you again.
Genocide. Yes.
Please stop displaying your imbecility.
Okay, I'm sorry if you think the declaration of the judge is imbecile.
Don't put on public display that you're a moron. At least have the self-possession to shut up. Did I read the case?
Special intent. Did you read the case?
Yeah.
It is a highly...
I mean, dude. Being a debate and asking somebody to shut up is just stupid. It's like don't voice your point. Don't talk about this topic we're discussing. I think it's stupid. How's that cooking it, guys? This could be about something as like obvious as like 2 + 2 is 4, right? Doing this is just stupid. It makes you look dumb.
But it's supposed to be a debate, not an argument.
Yeah.
Please don't teach me about the English language.
So the declaration of Judge
I said plausibility is the same concept as qualifying.
The court is not asked at this present phase of the proceedings to determine whether South Africa's allegations of genocide are well-founded. They're not well-founded. They're not even well-founded. The court isn't. You said that plausible was a high standard. It is absolutely not. It is a misrepresentation of the strength of the case against Israel, just like the majority of the quotes they have in this case are. And also, you said it was an extremely well-founded case. They spend like 1/4 of all of the quotations, some even pulled from the Goldstone report, that try to that actually deal with the intent part, which is, by the way,
it is this special intent or dolus which makes the crime of genocide so unique.
I think you guys, I don't know if you use the phrase the dolus specialis, that the intentional part of genocide.
Sorry, I don't know that term.
I think it's called dolus specialis. It is the most important part of genocide, which is proving it is a highly special intent to commit genocide. It's possible that Israel could.
That's mens rea.
No. The mens rea, yes, I understand the state of mind, but for genocide, it's called dolus specialis. It's a highly special intent. Did you read the case?
Yeah.
It is a highly special intent.
I'm going to ask you again.
Genocide. Yes.
Please stop displaying your imbecility.
Okay, I'm sorry if you think the declaration of the judge is imbecile.
Don't put on public display that you're a moron. At least have the self-possession to shut up. Did I read the case?
I'm putting my display on camera. You're putting yours in book.
Bro, I think it's embarrassing that like you're some guy who like writes books and shit, and you lose to fucking pube face Andy with a fucking tablet from fucking YouTube. Like, I don't even know, like, to have to just call him a moron because you didn't do your Google fucking job, brother. What? I'm just saying, guys. It doesn't matter what the argument is. I don't care, like, guys, what the political debate here is at play. If you're just wrong, I think you're just wrong. It seems like he's objectively wrong about this, and this guy just says that he's a moron.
Okay, I'm sorry if you think that it is a highly special intent.
I'm going to ask you again.
Genocide. Yes.
Please stop displaying your imbecility.
Okay, I'm sorry if you think the Declaration of the Village is imbecility.
Don't put on public display that you're a moron. At least have the self-possession to shut up. Did I read the case?
Putting my display on camera. You're comfortable putting yours in books.
Okay? I read the case around 4 times. I read.
Chad, a good parallel to this. Yeah, a good example. Explain this. It's like if you're a lawyer and you don't read your case laws properly, and then you go to courts, right? And some guy brings up a case law and you have it wrong. Doesn't matter if you're right about the whole thing. If you're just wrong, you're just wrong. It seems like this guy just didn't read the shit properly. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but he's just wrong about it. And I had people who have been defending this. It's so fucking brain dead. The fuck? If you read your shit wrong, if you didn't read it properly, you didn't. It is what it is.
Dude, but you read it 4 times.
What the fuck is this?
Wait a minute. Oh, I played Among Us, by the way.
Elijah Wood is playing Green in the Among Us show. Green is an unpaid intern and happy to be there. His task whenever he's told. What the fuck am I reading?
I played Among Us with Pokimane and I voted her out every round, and then she left.
When?
Yesterday. And then we played Valor today, and I literally got 0 kills in the game. I'm just doing Train proud. I'm just gonna keep infiltrating her games. I don't give a fuck.
So you're splitting your time between me and Pokey these days? Is that what's up? Is that you want
I'm saying I was Cutie, but she gets invited to the game, but little does she know. You know. Squad W. You smell me?
Yeah. Interesting, yeah. He thought...
I don't know which is which, dude. Close the cookies? Oh, yeah. True. Doesn't know where Yemen is? Okay, I'm gonna click close. I'm closing it. I'm closing it.
I don't think that matters at all, I'll be honest.
Nope. 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 Got it.
Guys, I think debate bros are the cringiest of all time. They always reference and quote people when they didn't know something and try to make them feel bad for learning. The whole point is to learn. The whole basis and foundation of dialogue and arguments is to learn and improve. If somebody has learned and improved, it's a point against you. It means that they're actively trying to build towards something better. You look wrong, you look stupid, doing a reversal and says, how did he not know this, lol? What a stupid fucking, what a dumb shit fucking thing. The fuck?
Do the worm.
Yo!
But no, don't change the subject. If you don't know what you're talking about.
Mention up the debate without books or notes, but with an iPad. What?
So, what does that matter?
What? Bro, I hate Twitter.
But no, don't change the subject. If you don't know what you're talking about, at least have the humility. You talk about chapter 6. You don't know chapter 6.
How close has 242?
You can put like 1,000 books, like 10,000 books on an iPad. A page is only a page. Like, what the fuck?
Gotten to the Palestinians to peace.
From tweet 5.
Destiny's like
you have no idea what you're talking about. It's just so embarrassing. At least have some humility. Between us, we've read maybe 10,000 books on the topic, and you've read 2 Wikipedia entries, and you start talking about chapter 6. Do you know what chapter 7 is?
Special intent. Did you read the case?
Yeah.
It is
Mr.
a highly
Farrelly,
special intent.
I'm
going to
ask you again.
Genocide.
Not the books. Well, that is a fallacy. That is a fallacy. That is an argumentative fallacy called I don't fucking know. The appeal to authority. I'm right because I read 10,000 books. Gotcha, bro.
Down racial domination enacted through top-down, like federal legislative policies or whatever, means that I don't know if Jim Crow would have qualified for.
Okay, guys. One more about this whole thing. I don't care about the debate that much. What's up with the beard? Like, what the fuck happened?
He's been mewing.
No. I think this is like when you buy like a lollipop and it sticks back and then you rip it. Like, look, it's ripped. It's not shaved. It's ripped.
Would have qualified for a part. That doesn't make it any less. Excuse me, Finkelstein. I'm talking right now. Excuse me, Finkelstein. I'm talking to your friend over here. I don't know if it would have qualified as the crime of apartheid. Just like if Israel were to literally nuke the Gaza Strip and kill 2 million people, I don't know if that would qualify for the crime of genocide. In your eyes, top-down racial domination enacted as the crime of apartheid. Just like if Israel were to literally nuke the Gaza Strip and kill 2 million people, I don't know if that would qualify for the crime of genocide. In your eyes, top-down.
Oh, he has a skin condition. My bad.
Oh, you're canceled.
Well, you know what's crazy? Here's a hot take that you're gonna fucking hate.
Okay.
You cannot pick and choose what skin conditions you make fun of. Just don't or do. And I think it's all fair game. Just try to be nice, right? Why do people have like stains on their skin and you have to be nice about it? But if somebody has like severe acne and that's like genetic, then you fucking cook the fuck out of them, right? Why is it that you pick and choose which conditions you choose to pick on? You either do all of it or you do none of it. Just try to be nice. What? Is that not a correct take?
Okay, but you're arguing with something I didn't say. I'm saying the official narrative was that it didn't come from the lab. If you get the vaccine, you cannot get it and you cannot transmit it. These were huge stories that were flatly wrong. No, you're shaking your head. That's not wrong.
The official position of the NIH or the government was not that if you get vaccinated, you will never transmit it and you will never get sick. I know that there is the one quote that people. Yes, I'm aware.
Fauci
there's
said
the
that
one
multiple
quote, but
times.
for anybody that honestly
Fauci
followed any of
Biden
that or saw all of the statements, nobody actually thought that. It is unfathomable to me that people that will make so many excuses for every single Trump gaffe will come out and take like 7 words quoted by the president.
What excuse have I made
oh my
for
God,
Trump?
they said the vaccine was 100% effective. It would never. That's unbelievable. Nobody really thought that. That's an unbelievable position.
Fine.
During 2021, we should be able to manufacture a lot of vaccines.
Oh no, I can't do this anymore. I'm not doing this.
And that vaccine, key goal is to stop the transmission, to get the immunity levels up so that you get almost no.
I think I'm about to scroll into some porn by accident.
Oh, you could easily do that on Twitter right now. So.
If Disney got owned, then how come he's been posting? Actually, I won it for 48 hours straight.
Norms of international law, the inadmissibility
Chad, this guy sounds like he's on 1 HP.
of the acquisition of territory by war. That is not controversial. It's not vague. You couldn't put it more succinctly. You cannot acquire territory by force under international law.
On the West Bank before 67. Who owned the Gaza Strip before 67?
Mr. Bennell, don't change the subject. If you don't know what you're talking about.
Classic. Mr. Bennell. I kind of like that. Disney lives in a land where everyone is poor to get college for free. What?
My mom didn't even graduate high school. So
wait, why? If your family's poor, why would you have to take out loans to go to school?
What? I just told you.
If your family's poor, why would you have to take out loans to go to school?
Why would I have to take out loans to go to?
What?
What do you mean? I have to take out loans my family can't afford to pay to put me through school.
Hold on. Was your family actually poor, or did you just lie?
What are you talking about? So because
All right, Destiny trolled there slightly.
Yeah.
That's what it is. She's got to take an L sometimes.
Who the fuck is this? The fuck? Chat, what is,
FOFSA? I didn't make enough of my FOFSA. I had to take out loans. So.
School's cheap as fuck over here, so I didn't have to do any of that.
Look, the bottom line is people are without hair. You see him all the time. Will Smith's husband. He lost it.
Come on, man. Why do you have to ruin the clip like that?
Yeah, you just gotta leave it
in debt for things that they don't even know what they want to do, and they get out into the world and they can't make any money, and it is a struggle, and they are suffering. I'm watching these girls. I know that people on the right like to mock these girls who are crying on TikTok, who are saying like, you know, I got to college and here's how no money that I can make. I didn't know this. I actually feel bad for those girls because we have to just stop lying to people about what college is. It's been inflated.
When you look at like black community stuff, isn't in the black community, isn't one of the reasons why women are starting to out earn black men is because they're going to school and they're going to college and they're actually getting degrees and they're getting real careers? Isn't that one of the biggest contributing factors? I
don't know that.
Okay. Okay. Final question.
I think, by the way, I think women, by the way, all across the board are graduating at higher rates than men. Mm-hmm. But I do want to say, because I do want to make a point about what you do. Because I did see that you did you did a video and you were like taking the side of hoes. Like you saw this Candace sitting down with hoes on the whatever podcast, and you were being so rude to that lady that made the TikTok. Oh my god. Okay. But the point is that you then went through
called her a bitch.
You then went through this video
the hoes?
And just tried to justify these lifestyles, right?
I don't think I was trying to justify the lifestyle. What I was doing was I was fighting it back against the insane judgment from one side to the other. We live in America. People should be able to live the lifestyles they want. And as long as they're not harming other people, I think everybody has the right to pursue that.
And I just want to say to people that are watching this, to anybody that you follow, literally, you should take measure and really ask yourself whether or not that person is telling you that stuff because they believe it, or whether or not that person is telling you something that ultimately it feels good because then it means that you can remove yourself from responsibility. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's fine. I can be a hoe, whatever, but is going to lead you to misery, right? And so I tell people, you know, I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot. I've lived through a lot. Very proud of myself where I've ended up. And I'm trying to provide people the shortcuts. And I'm trying to tell you that, yes, I understand that as a young woman, if you jump onto OnlyFans, you can make money. And you can make money very quickly. But I am...
Wait, what is this? What show is this person? Candace Owens. Oh, there you go. It's a whole hour? Oh, please.
They are not the most literate.
You think people that graduate with college degrees can't read well?
Yeah, what I'm telling you...
Most people
why would you have to take out loans to go to school?
Why would I have to take out loans?
Oh, there's a full clip.
What do you mean? I have to take out loans my family can't afford.
I just want to know about it.
Hold on. Was your family actually poor or did you just lie?
What are you talking about?
If you go to school and your family has a low gross income, you fill out the FAFSA. And the FAFSA is going to award you a ton of federal aid, assuming that you don't actually have the gross income from your parents to actually go to school. So if your parents are super poor, I don't know why you had to pay full out-of-state tuition to go to a university.
I did. Do you think? What do you mean? Did I lie?
I don't know how if your parents are poor, if they have a low gross income, how do you not qualify for the FAFSA?
Okay, well, all I can say to you is that I had to pay $35 almost. My school cost more, and by the end of it, and I'm also including because then I defaulted on my student loans and I had to pay it back. So now I had to pay back the bank for not being able to pay them on time.
Something doesn't match up here.
Okay, well, I'm telling you the truth, so I don't know what to say.
Did you fill out a FAFSA?
Yeah, well, I also didn't have parents that could help me fill it out. I was a first-generation college student. My dad...
you didn't have the same school counselor you told these people to ignore? You didn't talk to one of them and said, hey, can you help me fill out?
I don't know, like, if you're trying to shame me...
She got scammed. She said she defaulted.
For not
I'm
doing
not trying to shame you. I'm just, the background doesn't make any sense. I'm not shaming anything.
I'm just like, I don't get your point here. Like, I'm telling you the truth. I have no reason to lie about this.
My point is, you complained about having $100,000 in debt. You told these people not to talk to counselors. And you said that your family was poor, so you went to school for journalism on an out-of-state tuition. You didn't fill out a FAFSA for any student aid.
Go ahead.
So you were calling me wrong. It's just when you go to school and if you don't have the money, you get the option of subsidized and unsubsidized loans. So if you're not going to cut it with subsidized, you pull out the non-subsidized, which is a loan. And if you don't go through school or you end up getting like a government job that pays it off, you get fucked. That's what happened to me. I had to default like she did. Same thing. I had to.
Interesting. Does that have anything to do with the FAFSA?
Yeah, FAFSA's like, depending on like, you know, your household and stuff, the money, like you can make, you know, a good amount depending on how poor you are. But sometimes that shit doesn't cover it. Like that didn't cover my rent. And I was in a trailer park living in a garage in a trailer park. You know what I'm saying? Like I was as broke as it gets. It was not enough.
Okay, yeah. So at that point, don't you have to like to take out a loan, another loan somewhere else to cover like that gap because it doesn't cover all of it?
No, it fucks up your credit score and then you get fucking annihilated. Like my credit score was so shit, and you just have to pretty much figure out how you're gonna start paying that shit off. And if you don't, you're kind of boned.
Oh, okay. And then you can't make it like all the way through.
And I don't think you could pay a loan with a loan. What happens is you owe the school, and then eventually the school's like, all right, fuck you. This person's never going to pay it. So they sell how much you owe to another company.
Yeah.
And the company's like, yeah, we'll buy that shit. And then they fucking call you every day until it's just gone.
Yeah. And then your scores tank like crazy and shit, and then you can't do anything anymore. And then,
yeah.
And then you can't fucking buy a fucking chocolate chip bar.
Pretty fucking much.
Not the credit score for it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, she's not like fully wrong. There were so many people saying I was wrong, but
Disney's gonna cook you, but
whatever.
Try to create a brand of it, and you say things like, oh, well, you know, if you have kids, then you can't just smoke pot and stay in bed and be naked all day. This is actually something that like Seth Rogen just said.
Okay.
What you're doing
Sounds
there is
awesome.
you're...
Wait, Seth Rogen was right though. If he doesn't want to have kids and wants to fucking be a stoner for life, that's perfectly valid. I think he's earned that. If you, as an adult, especially if you're successful, or anybody, you've earned the privilege to choose you're gonna live your life.
Actually trying to... You're 30... How old are you? You're 35 years old.
Yep.
Okay, so what is that? What do
I do?
Like if you were 20
well, let's
and
say
you were
I'm a
saying this
millionaire,
stuff...
I travel the world, I get to research and talk about whatever I want, I get to talk to cool people like you and other people, I live in Miami in a high rise for $5,000 a month. I mean, I think my life is pretty okay. I mean, what do you...
But I'm saying, like, what are you doing when you're trying to sell to people that, you know, being a hoe is cool, smoking pot, saying...
I don't necessarily think that being a hoe is cool.
Are you going to age out of that?
You're a
35-year-old man, right?
Like, you know,
and you're kind of doing the, like, I'm a college dorm kid and I'm trying to make everything sound cool. But I just want to point out the fact that you're a 35-year-old man and your words should matter and they should have weight. Like I said, if you were 20, I'd be like, I get it. When you're 35... You know, say things with conviction. Say things that have meaning.
Plenty of things with conviction, yes.
You know, and
like when I asked you, what would you recommend to a woman at 25 and 30? I didn't just start rambling about what a 20-year-old should do and how biologically blah, 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 blah. I would say exactly what I would tell a woman at 25 or 30.
Yeah, I know, but your behavior, and I will appreciate that people that are younger won't understand what I'm saying until you hit 35, which is, I'm going to be 35 this year.
Okay.
You're acting like you're a college dorm kid.
Yeah, and your catty insults towards people online make you seem like a high school mean girl. Okay. I mean, like, what do you mean? Like, we all have our things.
But you're selling to them things that you know aren't good. So
what do you think I'm selling to them?
If you were a 25-year-old, like when I'm...
Yeah, I think it's a stupid narrative to have, because then I mean, Disney had it right. It's gonna like, then you can say, okay, well, the way you're arguing, the way you conduct yourself, is it... do you think that's cool? Do you think that's cool? Is that the type of video you sell onto people or whatever? Like, if you want to have this narrative like, oh, dude, everything you do, it means that you're selling it as what it should be. No, not really. I do a bunch of deviant behavior. Do I tell you guys that, yo, guys, you have to be like this? I don't sleep properly. I eat junk food. Do I tell you guys, junk food is the way to go, chat? Guys, you got to do this to be successful, chat, otherwise you're not going to make it. I don't do that shit. I do it, but I don't sell you on it. It's different. It's a stupid fucking mindset that she has.
I'm on the Whatever podcast, and I'm surrounded by women that are in their 20s, and they're saying, like, you know, the whole life is good. The reason why I said to that girl that I'm going to pray for you is because I know that she's going to have a different perspective when she's older. So I'm not upset by that. I don't feel like that needs to be attacked when those young girls are around me and we're talking about all of these topics. When I'm sitting with a 35-year-old man, okay? And
what do you think I'm selling people?
And you know better, okay?
Wait, what do you think I'm selling people?
Well,
do you think I'm telling people to be a hoe?
What I said when you were defending the lifestyle of being a hoe, why are you doing that?
I don't think I defend the lifestyle of being a hoe.
You did. You did a whole video basically saying that none of my points of me trying to tell these women that they, essentially, you can do something better. You don't have to sell your body this was your like snazzy video comeback to it. Why are you making a comeback? Yes, you can make a video and be like, why can't someone do heroin? But why would you as a 35-year-old man want to sell something to someone or make it seem okay or cool or relevant when you know it's harmful to them? I don't get that because of your age.
So yeah, so I don't understand. I don't know what your takeaway from the video was, or if there are researchers that give you like talking points to my videos. But generally what I talk about is when it comes to lifestyle, you have to analyze both sides of things. If you grow up incredibly religiously conservative and you are like shamed out of sex and you don't have sex with anybody your whole life because you're super, hyper cognizant of your virginity and all of these like weird things, and that's like coming from an unhealthy external place, to say, oh, well, maybe that's worth exploring. On the flip side, if you grow up like hyper liberal and you fuck like 20 guys by the time you're 20 years old and you just want to bang everybody, and you've got like weird associations with men and everything, I'd say, hey, you should probably slow down. It's probably not healthy. I just encourage people to like explore honestly, to have like conversations with themselves, with their parents, could be with priests, could be with therapists, could be whatever, and to kind of figure out like what works for them and don't get pushed into one direction from a culture side. It could be the left encouraging people to be way too promiscuous, or it could be the right for people that are shaming people for being promiscuous and saying like, well, this one lifestyle of family stuff is going to biologically be suited towards you as you get older. I think both of these are equally stupid because it just pushes people in the other direction.
So you don't believe in anything? Is what you're saying.
Is that what you got from that?
Well, you're not committing to anything.
I believe in actually thinking for yourself. That's what I think. I think that every human being roughly exists in this like paradigm where if you fuck 100 people by the time you're 20, probably not healthy. If you've never had sex before and you're 30, probably not healthy. And that you should probably like try to gravitate towards what are like human norms, and then what are things that make you happy depending on your culture, depending on your geography. And then you kind of like explore in there, and don't be shamed out of exploring from one side to the other. Don't be pushed into something because somebody like Candace Owens or somebody like Stephen Bonnell tells you that you have to do a particular thing, but just like kind of explore.
I don't tell people that they have to do a particular thing.
Guys, this is correct. Guys, people get upset at this mindset because they want to prescribe. Okay, listen, this is very important. People get upset about the mindset that he has because they want to prescribe things to other people and tell them, you must do this. And if they don't do that, then, oh, you're wrong, you're doing it wrong. He's not even telling anybody to go left or to go right. He's literally saying, you should go around asking questions and getting all the tools that you need to then make a decision. Because you'll make decisions basically by default because of what you see and how society is. But the reality is you shouldn't do that. You should actually take the time to take legitimate information, get educated, look around, get the tools, and then make a decision. So he says, prescribe yourself when you have the information. She's upset at this because she wants to prescribe people with something and she's failing to do so. That's just childish. How old is she?
But if I see somebody that's doing heroin, I'm not going to be like, it is whatever, and it's just like whatever. You're just
do you think that heroin?
Even when I tell you, chat, do not gamble. Okay, I am in a way actually wrong. I don't know why, because the reality is that people. I know I'm taking a hard example, very extreme. A lot of people out there, okay, might actually have. They might legitimately have some disposable income. They may be very rich. They might go to some casino or something like that, and maybe okay, I can see the problems with this. I can see this. Ask questions. Now I know what I want to do. I might gamble a little bit with $20. Even if I have $2 million, or $20 here, whatever, right? It can be fun. Let me do it. But if I say, guys, do not do it, like then I think you're just wrong by prescribing people a certain thing without them actually knowing why they do it. The reality is, Jet, people want to be equipped with the decision making so that they can make decisions. When you have information and when you gather things, you can go around and make choices. When you get prescribed choices, you don't even know why you're doing it. You're going through life, you don't even know what you're doing.
It's comparable to recreational sex?
I am, quite frankly, I actually think a woman, as the one that I sat across from when you were critiquing this video, who says that she slept with up to, 20 men per night? Yeah, it's just as bad. And I know that has to be hurting her soul. So I look at her as a human being.
Hurting her soul? What if she just has a different lifestyle than you?
Doesn't.
Completely. No, she does.
No, what do you mean? She's telling you, she was very.
I refuse to believe, okay, that people who, let's say, go all in on OnlyFans, you cannot offload the blame on people like this and say, oh, well, he sold me on this lifestyle. People know from empirical evidence, through fucking social media, through everything that they've gone through in the world, that there's digital footprint. And when you write on the internet, you write with ink and it cannot be removed. And for a fact, life has taught you that whatever you did will be brought up. It'll be who you are down the line. People hold it against you. It's not healthy. I would not like it to be like that, but that's just the way that it is, right? And then saying, oh, dude, I was sold in this lifestyle that if I could make money off of OnlyFans and then boom, get away from it. Dude, come on, bro. That's just a cop-out. You're just mad about your decisions. You are mad about your decisions and you will not take accountability for what you did. You only want the goods, you only want the positives and the rewards. You want none of the risks and none of the downsides. Weird. You're weird.
Very honest, actually, and that's why I appreciate her, because she was very honest that for her it is just about money. Okay, but when I see that individual,
20 a night, because I don't know who said what. 20 a night, what?
Well, she does,
No, what do you mean? She's telling you. She was very honest, actually.
Completely.
Hurting her soul. So I look at her as a human being.
Hurting her soul? What if she just has a different lifestyle than you?
Doesn't.
Completely.
She does. What do you mean?
What?
It's just as bad. Who says that she slept with up to, 20 men per night? Yeah.
Whoa.
It's just as bad.
That's cap. That's not impossible, brother.
And I know that has to be hurting her soul. So I look at her as a human being.
Hurting her soul? What if she just has a different lifestyle than you?
Doesn't.
Completely.
Okay, you guys are young. Brother, if you go at it, dude, like 2 times, 3 times, chat. If you go at it 3 times in one night, chat, you're already pretty hardcore. 4 times, okay, my dick might just fucking fall off. Okay? And I know it is on the opposite side. 20 times, brother? Oh no, stop it.
What do you mean? She's telling you. She was very honest, actually, and that's why I appreciate her, because she was very honest that for her it is just about money. Okay, but when I see that individual, when a young woman is saying that she'll sleep and see up to 10 to 20 clients per night, that's a broken individual. And it's just as when you see somebody who says that they're doing heroin or doing this, they don't need the cool guy at the party to be like, yeah, man, it's whatever. Like, it's like, no, you act.
If that breaks them, it breaks them. But if the person, if that's what they want and they're okay with it, right? Then who the fuck are you to say that you're broken? How is she right? Who the fuck is she to say that? Who the fuck? Because if you have a different perspective of life, that you should only have sex after marriage, right? Then everybody who has sex a singular time before marriage are broken. Oh, okay. You do something that I don't agree with. You do something that I don't consider to be healthy or good or morally good or inclined with my values. You're broken. You guys are all broken in chat. Everybody's broken. I think that's kind of stupid to say. That's not really.
Actually, like, structure, you need somebody to say to you, you don't have to do this. There's so much better potential within you. You are young. You have your entire life ahead of you. Let's figure out what it is that you're great at. I understand the economic concerns. It's a really tough economy and it's easy money, but there's other things that you can do to make money that will give you better self-value. And so that's why I say that I think that what you're doing as a 35-year-old man is you're lying. You're just lying to
Do you think
people.
I'm telling women on average that fucking 20 guys
when
a night
you
is a
make
good idea?
videos and you're replying to conservatives who are rightfully saying that this lifestyle is not good, which should be abundantly clear to every single person? Yeah, what you're trying to do is lie in a clever way. And ultimately, like I said, if you were 20, I'd be fine with it. But when
First of all, I don't know why if I was 20, why that would make you fine with it.
Because
you'd have the same influence in your audience regardless.
Because your brain's not developed when you're 20.
Number 2, so what? Your brain's always developing as you grow.
No, your brain develops when you're 25, 26 years old. And so when you see a 20-year-old and they have a bunch
plenty of girls were very successful and had a hoe phase or whatever. A bunch of people don't live in the real world, but hoe phases, people that are hoes for something, it's not a problem until it is. Just I don't be dude. A bunch of big public figures, a bunch of big people in positions of power had hoe phases. What about it? What about it?
of positions. I don't hold them to it. I
don't think that's with brain development. I think that's with life experience. I think as you grow older,
but like literally factually, I know if you want to Google this, but your brain develops when you're 25, 26.
If you really want to Google it factually, the 25 number came from one study that was done like 30 years ago where they only measured brain development up to 25. And the reality is the plasticity of your brain and every other structure of your brain continues to grow.
They might regret it if they make choices that they're not equipped with the correct information to make that choice, right? If they know what are the ins and the outs, they know what the risks are and the bonuses are, right? They might make a choice that they will never regret, that it's impossible to regret because they know what they're getting into. It's like saying, if I get drunk, if I drink so long, I will get fucking drunk. I might puke at the end of the night. Fuck, that's a risk. I'm still gonna do it. Next morning, I puke. I kind of regret it, but do I go, oh my God, I can't believe that this has happened to me. No, I knew exactly what I was doing. I'm fucking brain dead. It is what it is.
Into your 30s. That's technically where that number comes from. It's not true. You can look it up later if you want. The 25, 26 thing is a misnomer. It's not actually true.
Well, like I said, if you were 20, sure. I would accept. But there is such a thing as objective truth, and people that shirk and pretend that there's not, and like
objective
everybody can just do whatever
how
they
you should
want.
Live your life?
It's about things that are harmful to people. Like objectively speaking.
So I'm curious.
like,
Wait, what is the upper bounds on recreational sex that you think is harmful or not harmful?
when you're selling your body and sleeping with old.
I'm not asking that. I'm just saying, what is the upper bounds on recreational sex that you think is like
good question,
healthy for a human being?
Well,
Like if you go past this, you're like clearly over the line.
I'm not gonna say to a person, this is a number that you should sleep with, and this
Oh,
makes
well,
you
don't
bad.
accuse me of believing in nothing. I'm not saying out of position.
So if she said, okay, then in that, okay, that makes her directly wrong. You want to know why she's wrong by default? Because if she says that at 20 you're broken, then she does have some sort of number to. She does have a number for the label, right? So then, if you're broken at 20, at which point is it just really bad or bad? There is. Now she has to elaborate on what those are. She has to.
You only attack the most
talking
extreme
about
people.
the whatever podcast.
I'm going to attack the same people that you do. If some woman is on saying like, "Oh, you can fuck 20 guys a night and do only because you're 18," I'm gonna say, in general, that's a pretty wacky, that's a pretty out there position. I argue with tons of people over this. I don't encourage people to start.
But what are you trying to do? What purpose are you trying to fulfill? When you, as a 35-year-old man, see me sitting down with these young women, trying to say you don't need to do this, you don't have to do this for money, and you like attack it and try to be like, Candace is just a bitch, or like whatever, like she's blah blah blah.
I think always bring up age every time to make your point more valid is stupid. Some people are brain dead and know nothing at fucking 40. Some people know a lot of things and are very, very full of wisdom at fucking 30, at 25. It is what it is. Putting an age to whatever this is just, it's unhealthy for dialogue. I don't think it has. In fact, she keeps bringing it up. She's running on empty. This is literally just, in my opinion, in this case, is like, the car has no gas, and this is like the fumes she's like puffing into it every time she wants like the car to run a little bit. Just 35-year-old, and it just try to make the fucking thing go. It's just what it is.
Just being a high school mean girl. It's like, no, I am trying to tell these women that they are worth more. And when I said to that girl at the end of it, which I don't believe you showed, that I will pray for you and that you can do much more than this, that came from the heart. Actually,
no, that is the most condescending thing a religious person could say to a non-religious person. I will pray for you.
Okay, you can deal with your,
Please,
I know that you went to a Jesuit school and you've got some issues with somebody.
Why do you think I have issues?
But I meant that because
I loved my high school. I think it's fine.
Because for me to say, like, I meant what I said to her, that I would pray for her. Like when she was describing
her life, she was very upfront. Why do you need to tell her that you'll pray for her?
Because I did pray for her.
Then do it privately. Why do you need to tell her that? You're only telling her that because you think you've got such a condescension about you. You've got such an air of superiority that you're going to pray for her.
Air of superiority? Because I said I would. God forbid someone says they'll pray. That's obviously an air of superiority. Because
true. Fuck, man. Because I hate to be Disney Glazer chat, but fuck, he's cooking like a fucking fish on the grill, bro. I mean, he's cooking it, man. Guys. It's like I tell you, chat. What about this in life? What'd you do last night? I work at a fast food job. I pray for you, please, Jesus Christ, Lord and Savior, please, Holy Ghost, please. I pray for you, chat. I pray for you. Like, obviously, it has a connotation to this that like, I'm looking down on what you do because I want you to get out of that. Now I think a position of strength above you, like, you must get out of this. I cannot. This is sad for you. No, it's fucking weird. It's like maybe he wants to flip burgers. Some people flip burgers at 40. Maybe it's what they want to do. What if I could get you to fucking say, "Oh no, you have to get out"? It's patronizing. It's taking that fucking high road bullshit. It's fucking weird shit.
Because they're saying they're going to include you in their prayers.
Well, I mean, like, when you say,
yo, Jesse, when you go live, how many viewers do you get about on average?
Like 6.
I pray for you. I pray for you, man. Jesus, bro. Oh my, jeez.
God forbid, but like quite literally, God forbid. Isn't there a whole story of a lady going to a temple and quietly putting like 2 per cents or whatever the fuck in the tray?
Oh yeah, but it's harder though because in the car, you know, like, bro, it's just, bro. Did I see how weird that is though? It's just fucking weird.
That was a good point. That was actually a good point.
And quietly putting like 2 per cents or whatever the fuck in the tray.
Anti-Christian rhetoric.
What is anti-Christian about this?
If you say I'll pray for you, it's obviously you trying to be better. It's like, no.
Say
what
hi,
are you?
Disney
Why
chat?
are
Are they saying hello? Good point. X. What is this? Is he jumping on a cock? Oh, they're so cute. What the fuck? Chat, look how nice they are. They weren't instructed to be nice. They were just nice. What the fudge?
Wait, did they disagree with me with the one thing I said with the school loans? I want to see. Yes. Okay. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Yes. Okay. What's that say? Yes. All right. My bad. I'll back down.
Oh, man. No problem, man.
Are you even reacting to that? I'll pray for you. I'll pray for everybody that listens and watches this show. When people say that they're going to pray for you, they actually mean it, you guys. They just mean it. There's no double entendre thing going on there. And anybody that can go back and watch that clip, you will see that I was not speaking above her.
That's even the worst, though. Like, I think that's, guys, because not everybody is like religious. You don't have to fucking pray for them, or some people are in situations they don't need to get out of. Some people are happy. They don't need to be prayed for. Guys, if you're religious, it's fantastic, and that's really cool. You have your own thing, but not everybody's religious. That doesn't connect with it.
But some people abuse the "I'll pray for you" to have like a moral high ground kind of thing.
Yeah, you're doing this? Oh man, Jesus can still save you, bro.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you make only $17 an hour. Jesus has a place in his heart for you, even if you're poor and ugly and a piece of dog shit and fuck you and fuck your life, you piece of fucking dog shit. Jesus might still love you at the end. What the fuck? It's weird.
Genuinely respond to that girl because she was so honest and she was so forthcoming. I thought I actually wanted to do more stuff with her, and we tried to reach out with her because she wasn't trying to lie or trying to pretend like her lifestyle was for health. She was clear that it was for money, and she was like, I'm not going to lie, this is why I do this. And I genuinely prayed for her. Actually, we were not enemies that were sitting across the table. So no, it was not condescending when I started praying for you. It was
a little bit dishonest.
When I left, I said, I will keep you in my prayers because I have in my heart, I want to see that girl in 10 years and know that
So if every time that you say, you vocalize, you're praying for somebody, it always connects with somebody who's at a lower stance or is projecting or is under you, whatever. If every time you do, you say, I'm praying for you. If you make it a point to say, I pray for everybody all the time, sure, maybe, but it's dishonest to say that you're not taking the high ground when you always say to people, I pray for you when they are at a position where you think you're higher than them. That's just what it is.
It depends on the context, because there's a context of oh yeah, my parents died. It's like, oh, I'll keep you in my prayers.
Yeah.
I think people are getting that kind of mixed up. But when you say it wait, you fucked 20 dudes?
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm praying for you on that one.
It's the exact same thing with looks. I know I might break the fourth wall on the world for you, chat, okay? It's the same thing for looks. It's like you go on Twitter, you look at girls or guys, how they compliment each other, right? And look at how girls compliment all, let's say, like the big ones and the fat ones. Oh my God, so beautiful, so pretty. Oh my, right? When it comes to some of the other ones, they say nothing, right? It's like if every time you compliment somebody, right? They're always projected to be under you, right? If that's your pattern, it's just weird. Even though it's just a compliment, right? It's just a compliment. And I get that. You might say, oh, it's just a compliment, right? If you always only do it on the people that you think you're better looking than, it's weird. But nobody really pays attention to that. Everybody thinks it's just whatever. It's not just a compliment.
She left that field and she is able to speak to women that are still within it and think that they have to sell their bodies for money and sleep with 10 men per night. I am going to continue to pray for that young woman because we need people who transform their lives to then show people that they can transform their lives. And it's not condescending to pray for anybody
in the back,
ever. So
okay, I will pray for you too then. Okay.
You should.
Okay.
I hope you pray for me. I want you to include me in your prayers. I want every person watching this to include. But I feel like our society has gotten so anti-Christian. Like, oh my God, they're trying to get something. It's like, no, I'll pray for you. I will literally pray for every single person that I think needs a prayer, and I felt like she needed a prayer.
Do you think she prays for Max Win for me or not?
No shot.
She could be
Fuck
there.
You. Fuck you.
And you should watch it. Her and I had there was no beef between her and I.
Well, you're telling me I did watch it and I responded to it. So I remember watching and responding to you. It was going over the TikTok clip. I don't remember.
Praying is cool, you guys. Just super dope to pray.
Yeah. Telling other people you pray.
I'll pray for you.
A little bit cringe.
Look at that, but it's not cringe. There's nothing cringe about being a Christian. It's actually
never said there was anything cringe about being a Christian. Never said that at all.
The dopest thing you can do is pray in public. You know, talk about your faith and your Christianity. There's nothing cringe about being a Christian. There's nothing cringe about praying for others. There's nothing cringe about getting on your knees and praying to God when things are wrong in your life. And so that culture needs to come back.
Yeah,
and
I think that's totally
everything
fine.
that's going wrong in this society is by people being like told that praying. No, there's nothing constant about it. It's dope. It's cool.
I don't know about that,
This is the new this is the new wave.
Well, listen, I disagree with everything you say. I think you're harmful to America. You think I'm harmful. That's fine.
No, I didn't say you're harmful to
America.
America. I just said that it is harmful when you do things like that. You know, when you know something's wrong and you still try to like find a way out. And I just think that we can all acknowledge that selling your body is not a good thing, and we shouldn't encourage people to do it.
Okay. If people want to find you, or if you want to direct them to anything that you're working on, where would they?
Listen, if you are a super not Candace Owens fan, if you're like the biggest non-Candace Owens fan, I really challenge you to not believe the headlines that you've read and just watch one episode of my show. You don't have to commit to anything. Just watch one episode and actually listen to what I say out of my mouth and not how it's being interpreted by other people. And I know I've gotten so many emails from people saying like they changed their lives because just so you know, I am not better than you. Like I say on my show the whole time,
chat. Guys, I'm not, guys, listen, I know you're listening to me right now, chat. I am not better than you, chat. But I will pray for you. I will pray for you to get out of whatever you're at right now. So you get to on my level, I'll pray for you. But I'm
drank
not
with
better.
the best of them. I took the most liberal route to conservatism that there ever was. So I'm not better than anybody that I speak to. I'm speaking from the heart and trying to get people to avoid certain traps that, you know, I wish that I would have been able to avoid in my life.
I think it's weird.
We can have disagreements, but I think if you check out my channel on YouTube, check out the podcast, listen to one episode, you're probably going to be able to very quickly determine and see.
For the current time right now, I think I'm gonna be good on that. I might in the future, if
No, I'm good on that.
I'm not sure why no one has dug into this before, but you're 100% lying about your past. Either your family was far more wealthy than you're letting on, or you're lying about the amount of debt you had. The fact pattern is not possible. You apparently paid off $150,000 in student loan after 4.5 years of dropping in college with no degree, while living in New York and traveling to seminar with zero of your family. Oh my God. Oh my God. Bonnell's thoughts. Chat. Oh no. Jesus, man. Bro went to the kitchen and just got all these ingredients together, dude, and made a fucking master class on how to cook. Like a what? Oh my God. Jesus, even has his March appearance, fucking podcast, boom.
Old. My grandfather was very much impressed upon the Owens. You have a job, you work. And so for me, I just wanted to get my financial life in order. And coming out of college, I had $150K in student loan debts, no money from my family. So it was the pressure to make money was what my focus was. I didn't really care about politics at all.
$150K? Where'd you go to school?
Rhode Island, URI. Can you believe that? $35K a year, and then of course, obviously, after
For a
you
random
take loans
public
from Sally
university?
Mae, yeah, there was like $37,000 per year.
Anyway, John Bale saved me.